Happy time zones, it's your bird, Haven the Raven, and welcome back to Code Vein Jack Only, where I am only allowed to use my companion Jack to deal any sort of damage at all. We beat the main game last week, so we're going for DLC stuff now. I feel like Frozen Empress is the most doable. I just have to get good and actually dodge the fucking laser. Alright, so my cousin's wedding. It was okay. In general, I don't think that weddings are my thing. It started... So before we even actually got there, we'd been in the car for several hours, and we actually got lost trying to find the front door of the damn hotel. Okay, so we were circling for like 15-20 minutes before we even actually got in. After that,
we don't have time to stand around.
You would think it would be obvious. You really would think that the front door would be obvious, but it wasn't. The front door looked just like the side door. I don't know how they managed that, but the front door looked just like two of the side doors. Yeah. So we were circling the place for like a good 15-20 minutes before we even got in. We got into the hotel at 2 in the morning the day before the wedding. I needed to take a shower, so I did that, went to bed. As I'm trying to sleep, I hear someone trying to get into my room. Nothing came of it, but someone was fiddling with the door. And then I just... yeah. Nothing came of it. It really was just, I was trying to sleep and I hear someone fiddling with the door. They weren't able to get in, beyond just having the key cards, because that was you needed the key card to even open the door. There's also a physical lock that we could put up, so I had that pretty much every time. Whoever it was stopped after a bit. I didn't even bother getting out of bed. I figured the element of surprise, if it was someone hostile, would do me well. Then, the day of the wedding, I spent most of the day dealing with makeup difficulties. I'm not even joking. Like, the entire morning was spent on nail difficulties because the nails that I'd done beforehand weren't dry yet. I don't know what happened. I did them like 3 days ago. Or 3 days prior. And then they just wouldn't... They weren't dry. They just outright were not... Yeah, the magnetic polish. It wasn't dry. And I don't know why it wasn't dry. But it wasn't dry. My mom thinks that maybe we got some of that professional grade stuff on accident that required the heat lamp. I still actually have to look at that and see if it is one of those that requires the weird nail lamp thingy. Go ahead and type that in the chat. I'm still going along with the, story. So, I spent the entire morning just fussing around with my nails, trying to get them... I had to do a solid color, and that was also being difficult. I ended up having to redo them like 4 times because they would dry, and then I'd use the bathroom, and I would no longer have nail polish. So I just kept having to redo them until they eventually finally stuck. Then the actual wedding started. Thankfully the nails were the extent of it. And despite the air quality warning they had and the 80-degree weather, the wedding was outside. Or at least the walking down the aisle part. We weren't out there for very long, but I was worried I was going to get a heat headache. Yes, I am your local Taurus demon. Anyway, so after that, or after we got inside, after my cousin walked the aisle, it was fine. We just had lunch, really. And then after that, we had the actual reception, and I found a nice little corner that I could dance in. There was an actual dance floor, but I was wearing a skirt that I was concerned would take out some of the other people on the dance floor. Like, I'm not even joking. One spin from me would... Yeah, right. I sent you a link to the dress I bought. One twirl from that, because most of those people were in actual, like, mermaid dresses and stuff, would have knocked some of my cousin's bridal party over. So I just found a nice corner and danced to my heart's delight over there. More like half of them are more skin and bones than anything else. Like, I love both, or I love my other cousin who it was. Okay, so cousin 1 was getting married, cousin 2 was her maid of honor. I love cousin 2. Cousin 2 is built like a stick figure. I'm very concerned that I would have taken her out with a spin. So I made sure to just stick to a corner. And then after that, went back to the room, and I was up until 3 in the morning trying to get glitter out of my eyelashes. I don't think she's quite emaciated. She is just naturally that thin. Yeah, I was up until 3 a.m. trying to get glitter out of my eyelashes. I eventually gave up on one piece and just, like, one speck. That one speck was bothering me. I eventually gave up and went to bed. And then I heard someone trying to get into the room again. 2 nights in a row. We left the next morning, which was Friday, to come home. And we actually ended up having to go through Pennsylvania in New Jersey and Pennsylvania just to get home because the traffic in New York City is just that bad. And for some reason, and this has nothing to do with the wedding itself, it's just something funny. New Jersey has this one wall just along the road that they have cutouts that my dad says are supposed to look like Ivy. I did not connect that at first, and I asked them directly why Jersey had a sperm wall. My dad almost had to pull over because he was laughing so hard. And then I was pretty much dead tired from the time we got home until I went to bed last night. That's how it went. Like the fair lady. Well, in her case, those are eggs. Alright.
That's a good idea.
Gravelord is honestly perfectly fine. When it comes to Dark Souls 1, Sperm Wall is perfectly fine. Oh my. Sorry, not Sperm Wall. Gravelord's perfectly fine. The reason... Okay, so there's a difference between what Magnifico and I do when it comes to Dark Souls. He does speed running, I do challenge running. Challenge running means that I have more niche knowledge, but his knowledge is better for beating the game quickly. Like I said, or I put this in chat, pyromancy is not useless despite what Magnifico said to you. I have done some absolutely massive damage with it. Some can actually two-shot one of the DLC bosses. But it takes a while to get set up, which is detrimental to a speed run. Combustion is honestly one of the worst pyromancies as far as I'm concerned because it requires you being up close and doesn't really have the damage to justify that. Ow! Yeah, I called this boss bitch kitty. Because she fights like a cat. And as for... Well, to be fair, in order to get Black Knight Halberd, you need to actually get good RNG. Yeah. You can always carry a secondary weapon if you feel the need. That's hilarious, actually. Oh my. Come on, Jack. Jack, why would you use that attack against something you're already not doing a ton of damage to? Yeah, that is lucky. Oh no. I got stuck. Are you kidding me? The boar and Thurs are both skipped by going the back way. I normally wouldn't recommend that for your first playthrough, though. First playthrough, I try to avoid people, or I try to tell people that, for the first playthrough, I try to tell people that they should avoid Master Key.
Might be a bit tough the way things are.
Generally speaking, someone's first playthrough, the life ring, or tiny beings ring, as I think it's called in that game, is actually more useful.
Remember the last fight.
Yeah, that's fair. Because Master Key, it's very easy to lock yourself into Quailag. Like, it is very easy to lock yourself into Quailag as your first boss out of the asylum if you're not careful with Master Key. Oh dear. Oh, yep, that. Generally speaking, with challenge runs for that specific reason, I tend to avoid, generally speaking, when it comes to challenge runs, I tend to avoid playing online for that reason specifically. Because every single time I'm online, there's like 4 different places I can guarantee I'll get invaded. Although, I did have one funny instance where someone invaded me in Blighttown. And I don't know what they were thinking. Because I was playing a sorcerer at the time. Which is already something that should raise some red flags for some of you. A sorcerer in Blighttown. And this person was trying to chase me through the swamp without the rusted iron ring. Okay, Pyromancer is not bad. It just really depends on what style you're going for. Welcome in, Bats. How are you today? This is one of the DLC bosses. Still a little tired, but doing normally regardless. Thank you for asking. Glad to hear you're doing well. Damn it, bitch kitty. Yeah. But the person was trying to chase me through Blighttown without that ring. And they were playing a... They were wearing Havel's armor. They were doing a Havel build. A melee Havel build. Trying to chase a sorcerer through the swamps of Blighttown without that ring.
Don't give in so easily.
No, not the Tarkus armor. The Havel armor.
Right. Got this. Now heal.
The Havel armor is actually even heavier, I think. Ow. The Havel armor is found in Anor Londo. It's behind a false wall. So, yeah, needless to say, that did not go well for the Havel cosplayer. Like, I'm sorry, I had just given up at that point, realizing that I wasn't going to be reaching the sorcerer. They did, unfortunately, force me to go back to the bonfire and rest, though, because, again, I was playing a sorcerer, and I was trying to... Or I was about to fight Qualag.
Let me handle this.
But back to the original topic. Go with whatever build you feel like, but Pyromancy is a decent ranged option that can do a decent amount of damage as long as you set it up properly. But Magnifico says that it was useless because setting it up properly does take time. However, a lot of the stronger builds in the game use a pyromancy. It's called Power Within. You had it on your last run. It gives you an incredible damage buff at the cost of... Ah, man. At the cost of taking some of your health every second. 1% for 100 seconds. But a lot of people will use Power Within. Oh dear. A lot of people use Power Within because it's just such a massive damage boost that even with the health reduction, it's worth it. Pretty sure Magnifico just doesn't go for it because, again, speed. But Power Within is definitely a nice one to have access to. And again, if you need a ranged option, you can slot a pyromancy into any build in the first Dark Souls game. It is not always about booty smacks with these games. Or what, with RPGs. This just happens to be a Souls-like. Yeah, my advice is honestly to take out Smoff. Smoff should go down first. Oh boy, that's not good. I need you to target me for a second here, bitch kitty. With melee attacks, preferably. Thank you. There we go. It's hilarious because a lot of people say that Ornstein is the tougher of the two. But I have more trouble with Smoff. And it's entirely down to that stupid hammer. I actually ah, crap. Phase 2, this is bad. I should not have done that. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
Are you fully conscious?
Yeah, the laser is the problem. Actually, I think I should go with Emir. I think Emir might be the way to go here, specifically so that I can use the blood thing there. Or the barrier. Because if I survive the laser, I'm fine. When it's both of them, you have to separate them to take out Smoff. Yes and no. Smoff actually takes more damage. He has lower defenses. And that actually also includes status ailments. So if you want to go for Smoff first, honestly bring a status ailment. I've heard some people refer to Smoff as submissive and bleedable, which is hilarious to me. But it's true, he's incredibly weak to bleed. Yeah, I've seen people use bow and arrow too. I should honestly do a legit challenge run for Dark Souls 1 at one of these days.
You're ready.
Alright. Missing hits in general is a bad thing. Especially with a bow. Whenever you're using a bow or magic of any sort, you're operating with limited ammunition.
Nice.
When it comes to spells, you have limited casts. When it comes to bows, you have limited shots. And with consumables, you have a limited supply. Really? Hello? That's cool. That is a very powerful ring. Yeah, Automod just does things. Automod just does things. Ow. Moongazer, hello! How are you today? Okay, blocking in general is pretty underwhelming in Souls games. Glad to hear you're doing well. Oh my. I'll collect my zero haze. Yeah. In a lot of cases, you can take more damage if you block. Oh dear. But you still take damage when you block, so... A little tired, but otherwise normal. Thank you for asking. Come on, Jack. You're actually pretty okay at this one. Yeah, kind of. I'm still tired from it, yeah. I wasn't even in bed until 3 a.m. 2 days in a row, and then I had to get up before 9 today. My cousin got married. I wasn't even part of the damn bridal party and I'm wiped. Can't imagine how they're feeling, especially because cousin 2, the stick figure, has 3 kids, 2 of which are twins that she had earlier this year. Okay. Like, seriously, if I'm this tired, still, several days later, how does the bridal party feel? Like, they're the ones that did most of the actual setup work. Most of my difficulty comes from lack of sleep and makeup difficulty. Or, well, specifically glitter fatigue. Oh boy. Oh, and I completely forgot to answer you on the, they them thing, Rowdy. I honestly prefer when people default to they them for me because of the fact that you never really do know what my gender is any given day unless I say so. That just makes it easier. So you really weren't wrong in comparing me to the enemies in Dark Souls in that regard. That said, a good chunk of them... I'm pretty sure a decent chunk of them are actually men. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Have an excellent day, Moongazer. Or, well, I hope you continue to have a good day. Well, then I hope you have a good night. Eh! Hello, I hit dodge. Why did you not dodge, Gabby? Gabby? Gabby, why are you like this? Oh dear. Come on, Jack. This is actually doable if we just don't die to the laser beam. As long as we don't die to the laser beam, this is doable. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I think the barrier wore off. Dealing with that laser is annoying.
Got the right gear? That's a good idea.
Alright. Come on, Empress. It's sad. It's kind of sad that this is the most doable of the DLC bosses for Jack. Nice try. Nice try. Okay. Hey! Why are you like this? Why are you like this, bitch kitty? This one really is... Okay, no, I got hit by that. Oh dear. That's probably how it refreshed. Oh my. It is never a good thing when sound cuts out. Even if it is only on my end. At least I'm hoping it's on my end. We've gotten to a point where I'm recognizing just how far into the boss, or how long I've been in the boss fight based on the music. Lovely feeling, that. I don't want anything to do with your AoEs. Oh, it started over. This would be a lot faster if I was actually fighting this thing. But no, I'm leaving it to Jack. Ah! Forgot about the ice. Bright side, this is going a lot quicker than the Lord of Thunder did. Or, well, the couple of attempts I did on the Lord of Thunder. Oh my. Lord of Thunder, when I attempted that, literally, I did 2 half-hour attempts and died both times. Actually, hold on. There we go. Because that doesn't do any damage. might as well get something out of this. Ow. Nice try. Come on, Jack. This should be doable for you. I just yawned. Okay. Nope. Come on. Well, I'm getting Iker back. If I lose my barrier again, I'm gonna have to just not put it back up for a bit. Alright. Barrier comes back up when phase 2 hits, because she's close. Normally I'd say this is too early, but she pulls it out at weird points. Ow! There we go. I just need... We're not doing that. Empress, Madame, we are not doing that. We aren't doing that. Alright, phase 2 almost always starts with the damn lasers. And I say almost because if it doesn't start with the lasers, you've knocked down the crystals. Which Jack doesn't seem too keen on doing. Come on. Oh, he knocked it down. I mention it and he says, fine, I'll do it. Are we done with lasers for now? Yes, but also no. Okay. What direction are you going? Damn it.
This is not
Okay. Okay, we made it past the first thing of lasers. Which really shouldn't be as big a deal to me as it is, but hey. Ah, this is bad. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay. Did Jack do any damage at all after the shield went up?
I see you're awake.
Hang on, did Jack do any damage at all after the shield went up? Chat, did you see numbers? I don't think I saw numbers. And I saw him actually attacking her. This might have just gone from doable but requires a skill check to utterly impossible. Crap. Okay. We're gonna take a break from the Frozen Empress, because she was looking the most doable. But now I'm not so sure, because I'm pretty sure that she just completely shrugged off all of Jack's damage. I don't think he does enough. Alright. So we want that and this. Lord of Thunder, you are going to be a problem. I've got to try and stay close to you and Jack. I can't afford to back off with you.
So,
Because you like to run away from Jack.
nice.
Get back here! Nice try. And then we have this. Okay. Nice try. Why does the Lord of Thunder hate me specifically so much? The other two were a little more balanced. Lord of Thunder just really wants me dead. Me, myself, and I. Oh dear. Okay. Oh no. Jack, why are you healing when you're at half health? I don't think this thing can one-shot you. Oh no.
So easy. Let me.
There we go. Jack, what are you doing? Like, Jack, actually, what are you doing? Oh my. Come on. Oh no. No, we don't do that here. Oh no. Why are you so tanky? Just all around so tanky. Ben, sweetie. You having a nightmare, baby boy? Why are you having a nightmare? I can't do anything about that right now. Ben, hey. Oh, no. Oh, my. Ben, hey, sweetie, hey. Well, the whimpering stopped. Oh, dear. Whoops. Okay. Oh dear. Yeah, my sustain is actually not bad. My sustain really isn't that bad. Oh no. Why are you such a tanky bastard? Makes no sense. Okay. Nice try. Crazy how this went from being the least to most feasible, and I'm pretty sure the Frozen Empress is actually impossible. Oh dear. Jack, if you could just stay... Oh my.
Let me handle this.
Okay.
Find it over.
Ow! That wasn't very nice of you.
Nice.
Okay, this has become a skill issue. Oh dear. Nice try. Uh-oh. Hey! Oh boy, that was probably a bot. Ow! Just trying not to heal, but oh well. Why is it that I'm suddenly not able to hit this thing? Ow!
Let me handle this. Don't give in so easily. Nice.
Ow! Come on, what happens?
Blindness will be
Are you kidding me? I was hitting dodge. Lovely. Just lovely.
You up?
Absolutely, positively lovely. What are we looking at here? That's willpower and vitality. Get this another go, because that was another, like, half hour or something attempt. Lord of Thunder does not... I'm starting... Okay, I know that Jack can technically do the DLC bosses. It's just a matter of RNG, and I need to survive a long time, and my endurance isn't the greatest. Though I might be
Very nice.
I don't like just sitting around doing nothing. Never have. Oh dear. It's getting to a point where I'm gonna have to take a break from this run. Oh dear. Because Blade Bearer and Cannoneer is going to require a ton of RNG. This is going to require a ton of RNG. Hellfire Knight is going to require a ton of RNG. And I'm not even sure Frozen Empress is possible, because I'm fairly certain Jack did no damage on her phase 2. Jack versus Frozen Empress might be forever in favor of Frozen Empress. Which is wild, but okay. Or actually, Jack can do damage as long as the barrier's not up, but getting the barrier down isn't something I think he can do. So that also is a matter of RNG. Can we prevent the barrier from going up the entire fight? No. Nice try. There we go. Ah, hey! Phase 2 is where stuff starts to really go downhill. I need to... The parry doesn't do damage, so... I wonder if I should do the parry here. Wait, was that him or me? Damn it. I can't tell if the 700 was him or me. We're gonna go in and test that. I'm not gonna buff or anything. We're just gonna test that. That counts for that? Really? I did no damage. That's interesting. Oh! Crying out loud, Alphax. Er, sorry, Leonidas. You do realize that this is a fight where I'm going to be doing this a half hour, right? I'm not going to redeem that right now. Win or die, I'll... Or, well, I'm not going to accept or reject that right now. Win or die, we'll see. But I'm not kidding, Leonidas. This is actually a fight that can take me a half hour. And you've decided that you want to lengthen it. Wonderful. Or, sorry. This is a fight where the first phase can take me a half hour. I'm just warning you that, Okay, the reason I'm not clicking the button here to accept or reject and setting that up is because I need to actually, there's no pause button in this game. I'll attempt it once I win or I'll either attempt it against this guy if I die or someone else if I, win. But I'm not throwing a fight that could potentially take a half hour just to get halfway through the first phase. Or sorry, just to get halfway through. Because his phase 2, for some fucking reason, is where I keep dying. Am I? No, I will attempt it. I just need to either win or die first. And I can't do either of those things. I can't mess around with the chat buttons until I'm no longer in the boss fight. But this does give me some time to practice some parries. Aw, is that unparryable? Ow. It's not like I haven't been raiding Magnifico, and I've lit out here. And the Bloodborne collab is with him. So that is honestly probably just a timing thing on your part, Leonidas. Alright. Come on. I've gotten pretty good at parrying that side swipe. Oh my. That one I'm not allowed to parry. Got it. Ah. Stop it. Yeah, that just won't let me parry that one. Hello? phase 2. Okay, this time it was only 10 minutes. 10 minutes is not bad. Minutes is, oh dear. To get to phase 2 is not bad. Oh dear. Oh dear. Ah, damn it. Nice try. Nice try. And we're down to doing no damage because Jack can't even hit the damn thing. Okay. Oh, Mussy! Hello! How are you today? Oh, and Leonidas, how are you as well? I got distracted by the troll. And forgot to ask. Ah, dang it. Sad thing is, this is one of my better attempts. Ah, damn. Oh my. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay, that was almost bad. Ah! Oof. Welcome in, Blix. Nice to meet you. I do have a Discord, but I don't advertise it because I'm going to be at some point, ditching it once I get a proper alternative set up. But having a photo of a baby raven is absolutely adorable.
This reminds me of Operation Queenslayer.
This boss would not normally be that much of a pain in the ass. Or, well, pain in the dick, as you put it. Blix. If it weren't for the fact that I'm not allowed to deal damage. Yeah, I still have to mess around with that. Alright, we're going to... Hello? Accept that. Yeah, Blix got auto-modded. But how are you today? I'm not allowed to deal damage because of the challenge. This challenge is support only.
That's a good idea.
Alright, I'm not allowed to dodge, so I gotta be careful. Oh my. Jack. If this is your introduction to Code Vein, I apologize. This is a DLC boss, and I'm not allowed to deal damage because of my challenge run. And because Leonidas redeemed no dodging, I'm not allowed to do that either. For 5 minutes. Well, I have actually done this before. Not with this character specifically, but I have done... I have done support only with this game before. Beat the entire game from the start. Oh dear. Nice try. Oh dear. What do you mean that didn't... I do my redeems, Leonidas. I just couldn't actually activate it in the middle of the damn fight. I couldn't initiate it in the middle of a fight. Alright, so you got... Skull... Okay. Yeah, Gilded Hunter is easy once you get him down, but up until that point, he is an absolute nightmare.
I'll keep you covered.
But Jack here has beaten the entirety of the base game. Or, well, not base game, but the main story.
You're ready.
I have not been allowed to deal damage this entire time. Let me guess, you were gonna do a rewind? Damn it.
Let me handle this.
Okay. I don't even think I'm gonna be beating this guy, truth be told.
Nice.
Are you... Hello? I was hitting the parry button?
There's no problem without a solution. Let's find out.
Oh, there we go. That was hilarious timing, actually. I can dodge again. But I honestly don't know if I'm gonna be beating any
Don't
of the
get too
DLC
far
bosses. I'm gonna give myself just this week. I was considering doing this week and next week to try and beat them. But at this rate, it is entirely RNG whether I'll actually manage
Everything
this
ready?
with Jack. With the other companion... Alright, so clearly I need to up the... how much rewind costs, because that can actually be really detrimental. Like, I thought rewind was reasonably priced, but now that I think about it, you've redeemed that twice, haven't you? That was dumb of me. And out of all of my redeems, that is the one that can outright break a run. Nice try. Twice in over 1 month, okay. Yeah, that's... Like, granted, you have to not redeem anything else in order to do that. But that is still a very detrimental redeem, depending. Oh dear. But I'm gonna give myself today and tomorrow to beat the DLC bosses with Jack, because I honestly thought he had a shot against Frozen Empress, but now I'm not so sure. And the others are all RNG. Jack, come on. Oh dear. I at the very least know... Oh dear. 3 of the companions that are capable of soloing these bosses. It's just actually unlocking them that might be the issue at that point. I know from my... This is a specific companion-only run. I know from my general companions-only run that Io can solo Hellfire Knight, Louis can solo Frozen Empress, and Mia can solo Lord of Thunder. Oh dear. It just takes a while. Uh-oh. But I'm not sure Jack can do it at this point. Because he has no means, really, of closing in. And the Hellfire Knight and Lord of Thunder like to run away. Oh my. And the Frozen Empress, I'll go attempt again.
Heal up.
But she was a whole other problem.
Heal up. Let me.
Ow!
Watch your health.
Did you just miss? Actually, Blix, what ending did you end up getting? With Jack only, I got the neutral ending.
You're ready.
Nice try. Hello? No. Back off, Lord of Thunder. Yeah, for some reason that doesn't work. Platin, fair enough. That is fair. Have you ever actually done the DLCs? Ow. Nice try. You don't know? Fair enough. Yeah, this is the final boss for one of the DLCs. The third one, Lord of Thunder. Because there's the Hellfire Knight, the Frozen Empress, and the Lord of Thunder. Oh dear. All of them are actually pretty tough fights. But at the same time, they are fun fights. I'm just being absolutely ridiculous right now by trying to have the worst companion in the game for hyper carries. Or, well, not hyper carry. For carries. Sorry, got my games mixed up there for a second. But the worst companion in the game for carries, and I'm having him carry me. Jack is good for one-shot builds specifically. Come on. Okay, can't parry that either. That or the parry window is just incredibly small. I've done that. I have done challenge runs where I only have a set amount of damage. Both of them in Elden Ring, actually. Oh dear. Well, I guess it wasn't technically I can only do this many hits. It was more I only have this number of hits because I'm using only spells. Oh dear. Ow. I did both catch flame only, which Moog was not fun with that one. Oh dear. And I also did... Oh dear. Magic Splint Blade only, which Consort took forever on that. But I managed. Yeah, Blade Bearer and Cannoneer... I do like Blade Bearer and Cannoneer. Have you done their Depths rematch? Oh, fair enough. Ow. I think that was actually a net gain. Strange as it sounds. Oh my. Come on. Hello?
Right. Find an opening here. Very nice.
Nice try. Alright, we got to the halfway mark. That is unironically the best we've done, I think. Oh my. Nice try. Okay. No. Nice try. Welcome back, welcome back. Have you fought the Blade Bearer and Cannoneer Depths rematch? Actually, wait, you would have had to have, I feel, if you platinumed it. I think. Oh no. The Blade Bearer and Cannoneer Depths rematch. There's a second Blade Bearer and Cannoneer fight in the game. I'm pretty sure you have to fight that. For platinum. Oh dear. But I could be wrong. With challenge runs, generally, Blade Bearer and Cannoneer are the only... Big man. No. You find them in the Provisional Government Center. Or, well, you find the map in Provisional Government Center. Unless you're talking about Davis, who you give the maps to. Ah, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Which version do you like better of Blade Bearer and Cannoneer? Do you like their depths appearance or their main story appearance better? Oh no. Yeah, same. I think it's cool that they, or how they did it with the depths, but at the same time... Mito is actually a terror on support runs. Like, getting to shut him up is great, but at the same time... Oh no.
Don't give in. Let me.
At the same time, he is an absolute terror when you're not allowed to deal any damage whatsoever and must rely on your partner. Okay. Oh dear. Misread. Misread. That's bad.
Let me.
Oh, that is bad. Skulking is more forgiving with this kind of run. Okay. Oh, yep. Yeah, the executioner's a problem. Come on. She... Well, that was better off than it could have been.
No mistakes now.
Oh, damn. I actually don't find her too bad in the main story itself. Her worst appearance is in the Tower of Trials, as far as I'm concerned. I love to nerd out about games. You think somebody that does a run like this is going to want to do, or is not going to want to nerd out about a game? Oh dear. I hate Tower of Trials 2. I spent so long trying to do Tower of Trials 2 with support only. And the only companion that I have actually managed to somewhat make work with that was Mia. Okay. Like, the other Tower of Trials... Oh, that was bad. There we go. The other tower trials were not that bad with, oh dear, support only, but the only character I had that actually managed to beat both the Invading Executioner and stand a chance against Mito was Mia. And she's not actually that good against the Executioner. I just, oh dear, managed to make her work. Oh no.
Still have some regeneration in you. Very nice.
Damn it.
Find an opening to heal.
Nice try. The companion that I've had work the best for me in most general situations is actually Louis. Whenever I'm doing a run that centers on companions, it's a matter of what does Louis excel, or it's a matter of what does Louis not do well whenever dealing with anything. Because he's kind of a jack of all trades. Oh dear. Yeah, Yakumo was my boy for the first run too, but there were a lot of situations where I found Yakumo not doing very well. And that actually did hurt my opinion of the game at first. Or rather, it hurt my opinion in certain bosses. But when calculating how well, or well, when figuring out how well any given companion is going to do at any given situation, you can literally just ask yourself, what part of this does Louis not excel at? And then pick a companion that does excel at that one aspect. Oh no. Nice try. Oh boy. Oh no. I am just trying to beat one DLC boss. I'll be happy if I can manage one DLC boss, and this is looking the most doable.
Sorry.
Nice try. There we go. Oh no. Crap, 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 crap.
Back off. Let me handle this. Just avoid damage. Right.
Okay. That was bad of me. Come on. Oh no.
Let me handle this.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Come on. Okay. Oh, damn it.
No clumsy attacks. Right.
Come on. Just need... There we go. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Very nice.
Come on. Okay. There we go.
You want to split the do it. Let me handle this.
Nice try. Nice try. Come on, Jack. I can stay kind of healthy as long as I'm paying attention.
Sorry. This is not good.
Come on. Okay, cool. This is bad. Nice try.
Let me
Come on. Come on. This is doable, Jack. Doesn't look it, but it is. Oh no. Hope I should have this.
Right.
Oh no. Damn it. Okay, there we go. I'm hoping Jack doesn't die, but I can revive him if I need to. Well fucking done, Jack! Holy shit. Okay. 38 minutes on that attempt. Holy shit. Or sorry, 39 minutes. Ugh, fuck. That was a 40-minute attempt. I did not get Vali, but I don't care. Holy shit.
How about a break?
Holy shit. Okay. So I have... Why are you laughing at me? Laughing with me. Fair enough, fair enough. This is hysterical laughter. Yeah. 40 minutes just to beat the Lord of Thunder. Oh boy. Alright. Must have already
This
gotten
reminds
this
me
stuff.
of Operation Queenslayer.
Quick note. I'm actually not... Or I should go back to base. In order to make this run possible, I had to go through and beat the game once. Because this is on the PS5. I've had this game on the PS5 for several years now. This is unmodded. Bahamut. Oh, you mean the Frozen Empress? There's three. There's the Hellfire Knight, the Frozen Empress, and the Lord of Thunder. And the reason for their appearance is actually that the three DLC horrors are... I think they're called medium or large origami. Oh, the Hellfire Knight? I don't know. In the God Eater series, they're called...
If you want it,
medium
I
and
got
large
it.
origami.
Go out there and
But because I actually had to start this in New Game Plus, technically speaking, I didn't up the game's difficulty because while I know it's possible to beat stuff in New Game Plus with companions, they don't scale properly. So I just went through on base game difficulty, and because of that, I'm not allowing myself to level. But any appearance things is solely down to the fact that it's origami that we're facing. The Lost started off as human. The horrors were origami from the start. Because Code Vein takes place in the God Eater universe. Which, I should go back and play the first two God Eater games. I've played the third. And I liked the third. The third was fun. But I've also heard that the other two are better.
I hope we can discover something.
Okay.
That's a good idea. We'll end you this time. All else fails.
Not allowed to parry the tail swipe.
Let me handle this.
First is fun, but a lot of grinding. Okay. There's a lot of grinding in the third one, too. And the story was a little bit on the cliche side. But I had fun, and at the end of the day, that's all I really need to have, just in order to enjoy a game, so. Oh my. Ah! Dodged too early. Well, I just got the facepalm of death. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Jack, what are you even doing? You know, it's pretty rare for the Lord of Thunder to be the first thing that goes down. I normally tackle Frozen Empress first. Whenever I do DLC bosses, I try to tackle Frozen Empress first because she's the boss I know the best. Oh! Hello, Vermilion! Welcome in. How are you today? And, it is a little frustrating. But hey, I just beat the Lord of Thunder, so... Like, I didn't get Vali, because I got hit a few too many times. But I did beat him. I don't think Frozen Empress is possible with Jack, though. I know it's possible with Louis. I've done it with Louis. But not Jack. Ow. Nice try. But the only things oh dear. Take a look at my build. Goddess of Smile is already equipped. I'm allowed to buff, and with bosses specifically, I'm allowed to parry. Because I can't actually do any damage to bosses with parrying. But any damage dealt has to be by Jack, or the run fails. Which technically the run's already complete. He beat the Virgin Born. Okay. Like every single main story boss I had him beat. So all I have left are one boss that is entirely down to RNG, one boss that I'm not sure he can beat because of her shield, and one boss that I'm fighting right now. Technically, I could go into the depths for more than just the Blade Bearer Cannoneer fight. But Blade Bearer and Cannoneer is the only one that actually changes. So it's the only one that's really worth fighting unless you need to grind. Ow! Nice try. Okay. No. Ow! That was not... I just need Jack to do consistent damage. Ow! Hello?
Nice.
Hello? I was hitting dodge. Nice try. Not gonna give me that time. Haha. Come on, Jack. This is actually looking better than the other two, somehow. Hellfire Knight actually likes to be on top of people, as opposed to the other two that like to run away. Or well, as opposed to the Lord of Thunder who likes to run away, and the Frozen Empress who likes to stand still. How? Jack, how? I should probably turn the timer on just so I can see how long each of these attempts is actually taking, because I'm kind of estimating. Lord of Thunder took 40 minutes to beat. Oh dear. Granted, that was without any consumables, but still. Oh boy, because I only let myself use consumables if I have failed to fight 20 times. So far, I have actually not had to use a single consumable, so that's something. Come on. Uh-oh. I was greedy. I got greedy. Come on, Jack. Stay alive long enough for me to get a cleansing light. Oh no. Ah, damn it. Like, I've used regens, but I get those back no matter what. There isn't a set number of them in the game, and I don't have to grind for more, so I don't count those as consumable.
I see you're awake.
I have literally not used a single consumable this entire run. I have 26 pure blood in storage, 56 regen inducers, and 75 ichor concentrates just in storage.
Better than neglecting your equipment, I guess.
Yeah, I really should actually turn this on, because I'm curious. How long are each of these Hellfire Knight attempts lasting?
This reminds me of Operation Queenslayer.
Okay. Off we go.
You're ready.
Nice try. Yikes. Okay. I'm not very good at this game. I've never pretended to be good at this game. Ah! I'm just apparently a lot more patient than I give myself credit for. I think this is only my third attempt against the knight. Okay. Yeah, I don't give myself credit for how patient I actually am. Like, I'll make jokes about my lack of patience, and then and then my winning attempt against the Lord of Thunder will take 40 minutes. Oh no! Welcome back, Rowdy. Thank you for the lurk. Ah! If anything, that makes the 40 minutes I spent against the Lord of Thunder all the more impressive. Because that shows I was able to actually focus for 40 minutes. Just gonna do that. No. No, 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 no. Uh-oh. Okay, how did I not get... Oh boy. There we go. right side. Jack appears to be doing better. Four minutes is actually not bad for this. At least so far. Yeah, I'm well aware. Like, this thing has damage reduction from certain angles, doesn't it? I can't really complain too much, though, considering this strategy, while slow, led to, I think it was a second try victory against the Virgin-born. No, back off. Yeah. But there was times when I was literally watching Jack do 9 damage. Not 90, not 19, 9. So, yeah, I can deal with low damage. What I can't deal with is no damage. Okay. Is Cleansing Light going to be up, or the other one first? The correct answer was the Hellfire Knight's interest in Jack. Apologies to everyone who guessed options A and B, for C was not on the board. Ah! No, no, no. Stop it! Hello? I swear I hit the button. Thank you for the Iker Knights. Ah! Just requires some light. I genuinely don't know, like, why does this game have such random aggro? Like, you can be AFK and this thing will just randomly decide that it's going to go after you. Oh no. Yeah, every single... I've noticed that, actually. Like, I noticed that the first time I did one of these runs. It's not as noticeable when you're actually fighting. But when you're... It is when you're just doing support. I noticed that during my first support-only run. Oh, dear. It's that... It doesn't matter what you're doing, if you're doing anything at all. Sooner or later, something is going to target you. And if you're in a boss fight, then it's going to be the boss. The cousin's wedding happened last week. She is already married. See, I've actually never done multiplayer in this game. Oh no. Like, I always assumed it was a threat assessment type thing at first, because a lot of games will have something that has some kind of threat assessment. And sometimes it is the buffer. Oh dear. Yeah, fair. Ping is a problem. Ah! Unfortunate. The crotch has been safe before. What do you mean it's been 10 minutes?
Let me.
73. Oh, yeah, the damage Jack's doing. I wasn't kidding when I said that I saw 9 once. Ow. I was not kidding about the 9. I'll take 73 over 9 any day of the damn week.
You're ready.
Oh my. Believe me, this... Even 9 isn't that bad, really, because I have seen 0 as a number before. At least the Hellfire Knight should be doable. I'm pretty sure the Frozen Empress is impossible for Jack unless I get really, really lucky with him consistently knocking down her crystals. We're doing this, really. Oh dear. Well, she gets her barrier up in second phase if the crystals aren't gone. And I don't know if that was just a fluke or whatnot, but I did see 0s. The 0s are actually why I went and fought Lord of Thunder. Which, I'm kind of glad I did that because I did actually beat Lord of Thunder. Oh my. You picked the worst time to decide to re-aggro. Come on. Okay, phase 2, 14.5 minutes in.
Don't give in so easily.
Nice try. So it takes about 14.5 minutes to get to phase 2. That's really not bad. Jack, what the fuck? Do that. I don't think so. I think it's specifically just yours. I can test it if I die, though. Ow! Just for Empress? Okay. Venom disremember? Ah, crap. I don't think I have disremember. Damn it. Unlocked. I can check though. That was a 17-minute attempt. Not terrible, I don't think. Fire Inherit. That would be under Demeter, wouldn't it? Yeah. Okay, I can do that, actually. I can grab that.
Change of tactics?
Alright. Let us see here. And then because I'm not allowed to level, let's go jump off a cliff.
Wait right there. Damn it all.
Whee!
Oh, come on.
There we go.
Anger narrows
Okay.
your field of view. You have to stay
Before... Oh, wait. I should have checked to see if I had Venom Mark as well. That is under Hunter, I believe, right? Or no. That would be... Ah, ranger. To your current weapon. Last time I did something like that, I tried bridge to glory. And the wording mattered. I don't think that applies it to the partner weapon. I don't think that applies it to the partner weapon because Bridge of Glory didn't. I tried Bridge before, actually. With my last... Or, well, the only other companion-only run I did. I tried Bridge. Bridge didn't work. Okay, I need 280. That is actually fine. Oh, I'm dumb. Actually, I used way more than I thought I had to. Okay, so I need Dexterity C. That's not going to work with this. So let's swap to Ishtar to meter. Ishtar.
That's a good idea.
That might have worked. Oh, that's removal. I'm dumb. I went with the wrong thing. And yeah, it doesn't look like it worked. Jack, you stay on the other side of the missile. Jack, stay on the other side of the missile. I need to see if this works. Jack! Whatever. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have worked. I know Bridge didn't. I was using Bridge before. How many times am I going to call myself dumb? Good question. There is no answer. Alright. Oh, wait, no. Yeah. Let's go back to Emir. Hello? I'm stuck? Hello? Okay. But I'll show you what I mean real quick with Frozen Empress. Hellfire Knight is doable, it just requires a lot of RNG. Frozen Empress might legitimately be impossible for me. And it's because of that damn barrier. The barrier went up and I didn't... Because, first of all... I need to actually survive something.
That's a good idea.
I messed up. I didn't swap my stuff. Back to the missile for me. I did not swap my gear. Or, not gear, gifts. That is the wrong one. Once again. But I'm giving myself one more attempt today and then all of tomorrow to beat this. And then I'm going to move on to a different challenge run just so that I don't burn myself out with this one.
It's time to settle this. You're ready.
phase 1 is actually really doable. It's phase 2 that I think might actually be impossible. Somehow, Lord of Thunder ended up being the easiest of the DLC bosses. Oh dear. This one is the one that I thought was the most doable because she doesn't move around much. It means that the attempts end up being shorter simply because Jack can get more hits off. That amount of damage quite literally took 7 minutes last time. Or well, with the Hellfire Knight. There is a reason I've said that Jack is the worst companion to have if you're looking to be carried. He doesn't really excel at anything, and unlike Louis, he uses a damage type with his gifts that is actually heavily resistant. Because he does blood damage. Louis, at least, is only slightly disadvantaged by fire-based enemies. I went into that knowing this, Leonidas. I went into this entire challenge. Mia is a weird one in that regard because she and Eva do the blood shots from their bayonets. But at the same time, they literally hit stuff from across the field, so it doesn't matter as much. Jack does blood and has to literally just walk across the field in order to hit an enemy that he might miss. Play the game yourself, Leonidas. Alright. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Have an excellent day, Leonidas. Nice try. Hey, I hit dodge. I hit dodge. Gabby, why did you not dodge? We're gonna do that. Alright, so this has been like 5 minutes. we've spent less time on here than we did the Hellfire Knight, and have it farther down than we did the Hellfire Knight in 7 minutes. Nice try. Oh my, I need you to actually... Hey Empress, I require you to do... Not quite that, I want... There we go! And again, I actually went through and did a regular new game cycle at one point in order to prep for this. And one thing I did make sure that I did with that regular new game cycle was take out the Frozen Empress. Because she actually has a very useful gift in her blood code for a run like this. And that is Ichor Focus. Ichor Focus gives you 10 Ichor whenever you enter a focused state. And considering how much dodging you're going to be doing with a run like this, that is huge. It's a reliable 10 Ichor once you have certain timings down. Come on. I would like... Damn it, Jack. Oh dear. And here is where... Oh, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay. Are you kidding me? Through the barrier? Yeah. I already did all of the mandatory stuff for the game. I even went and did a technically optional final boss. So I'm not too worried about leaving the DLCs after tomorrow to come back to for filler days when I just need something to do for one day. And because I know... With this character, I'm actually going to go through and do... keeping the difficulty the same so that no companion is particularly advantaged or disadvantaged. I'm gonna actually end up doing every single companion with this rule set at some point or another. Jack was just the first. I think I'm gonna end with Louis when I go through and do this because, like I said, Louis is the companion I honestly know the most, and is also the companion with the least amount of glaring weaknesses, really. I'm pretty sure that Louis' only real weakness is the fact that he doesn't have multiple damage types. Or multiple non-physical damage types. Which is kind of crazy, actually. I don't know. Yakumo is going to have a lot of the same difficulties that Jack is. One of the biggest things or problems I've had with Jack is that whenever an enemy runs away from him, he has trouble catching it again. This often leads to completely missed buffs or just getting hit more because of AoEs. I have had similar problems to that with Yakumo. Yeah, I feel like Yakumo is going to be better than Jack, although Jack did phenomenally. He did every single main game boss, managed to unlock Blade Bearer and Cannoneer in the depths, beat Virgin Born, which Virgin Born isn't technically mandatory, so I am counting that as optional content completed. Beat Lord of Thunder, and unlocked both Hellfire Knight and Frozen Empress. Even if I were to stop here, Jack did really fucking well. But every companion does have their strengths and weaknesses, and there are a few situations, particularly when an enemy runs away or manages to catch Yakumo in a corner where he's kind of useless. I've had that issue. In the Tower of Trials specifically, Yakumo is the most prone to spam roll. White Mia will probably be pretty good. White Mia will probably be pretty good, but her aim is terrible. I don't know why, but I've had her when I went to fight Mito before. And she somehow... all of her shots kept going over his head. I don't know how they messed up her aim, but all of her shots kept going over Mito's head.
Huh? Lost your nerve.
So it really is a toss-up as to who the best one is going to be. However, I will say this. Io, regular Mia, and Louis, and now Jack are the only companions that I've actually managed to beat a DLC main boss with. Io beat Hellfire Knight on my regular companions only run. Louis was actually the one to take down Frozen Empress. Regular Mia took out Lord of Thunder. And now Jack has also taken out Lord of Thunder. So honestly, one of those three is my best guess for who the best companion is going to end up being. Maybe Eva will surprise me. Eva might actually surprise me. She was the one that I originally had take out the Virgin Born. Because she can hit its face relatively easily, And her sand gifts are pretty nice to have. But that is going to do it for today. If you're interested in anything I've done up until this point, you can check out my YouTube channel. I try to upload stuff same day, and I group my runs by playlists so they're easier to find. If you're interested in seeing my announcements, I post them to my stories here on Twitch, to YouTube, and currently also to Instagram. If you would like to see my clips in an easier fashion, I post them to YouTube and currently to Instagram. The links to all of that are in the chat now. Hello. If you've made it this far and are curious to see where I go from here, why not drop a follow? It takes but one button press, and you can always change your mind if you decide my content isn't for you. Tomorrow is going to be the last day of Jack only outside of filler content. I'll come back to Jack only at some point just to try and see again, but I'm not going to schedule slots for it. It'll be filler day. We'll see if I can actually... If I can manage to beat the DLC bosses and the Depths version of Blade Bearer and Cannoneer, then he'll pretty much have nothing to come back to, so that would be a totally complete run and there'd be no point in revisiting it. But if not, then that'll be something I pull out occasionally for filler. Wednesday, it's back to Bloodborne Lopsided with Magnifico. That is a challenge run of Bloodborne where I am only allowed to use firearms and he is only allowed to use trick weapons. And we have to try and beat the entire game like that, co-oping whenever it's feasible to co-op. We end up doing a lot of stuff on our own as well, just because of backtracking and whatnot. But overall, the goal is to beat the game together that way. We're not allowed to walk into any actual boss fights without being in co-op mode. Thursday and Friday, I'm intending to try a game called Goblin Vike. It is apparently a thief and shop owner simulator, but I've started to hear some things, so we'll see if I actually end up liking it. It is entirely possible that I end up dropping that game after one day of playing it. If that happens, oh well. I'll figure. If that happens, then I'll be going back to The Witcher 3. Or starting Celeste, because I do have Celeste. What am I going to be doing next week for Monday and Tuesday? Actually, you know what? We have a few people in chat right now, so I'm going to do a quick poll. I have 3 ideas for what my next challenge run should be. I guess I could... With a twist. The first one... I have it written down as DS1 spells only. But that one... There's going to be a twist involved. So if you wouldn't mind voting on that real quick. If not, I'll figure it out for myself, really. Because if I do spells only, I'm going to do it a little differently than you would expect. Because it will be spells only. I'll only be allowed to damage enemies with spells. But if the spell ever hits 0, I'd have to discard it. And I'd only be allowing myself to have one spell active at a time. Like, one spell equipped. Multiple copies of the same spell would be fine. But I'd only be allowing myself to use one spell at a time. Demon Souls. Soul Arrow only would be what it says on the tin. I would only be allowed to use Soul Arrow to beat Demon Souls. The remake, of course, I don't actually have access to the original at the moment. And Crest Roulette, I would have to, after every single boss defeat or death, swap to the next crest in my list. I'd have to obtain all crests. And I wouldn't be allowed to have the same tool equipped on more than one crest. As a result, that one would also prevent me from swapping tools between crests. Once a tool is on a crest with Crest Roulette, it stays there forever. The only exception is possibly Vestacrest. I'll have to suss out more of the rules on that. But I was going to wait until Sea of Sorrow came out for Crest Roulette, but I do find myself craving a bit of Silk Song. Alright, at the moment it looks like we'll be doing Soul Arrow only. Okay. Thank you to whoever voted. We're just gonna... Is it possible to end the poll right now? No? Okay. We are going to be raiding into Magnifico. Just because I don't feel like sussing out stuff right now. Aha, he is still playing Skyrim. Stay tuned if you are interested in... That's fair. That is fair. That is fair. Thank you for the vote. But Magnifico is playing Skyrim, so stay tuned if you are, in fact, interested in that. That said, happy time zones, everyone. And I hope you all have an excellent day.